Hello, and thank you for being here with me today. Just getting ready for work, so I thought I would pop on here and show you a full face, get ready with me style video of some of my favorite products that I use getting ready for work. So if you are here with me today, thank you so much. I am a new content creator here on YouTube. So if you clicked that button to join me today, thank you very much. I appreciate you. If you like this style of video, please consider subscribing and give me a thumbs up. Okay, grab yourselves a cup of coffee and let's go do our makeup. Okay, first up, I'm going to go in with some primer. This is the NYX Marshmallow Primer. I really like this for this time of year. It is a sort of a moisturizing cream, almost like a whipped texture, but it just helps everything go on a lot smoother. I don't know if it really helps my makeup to stay on any longer, but it certainly helps everything to sort of lay nicer in the areas where I have a little bit of texture. So it also gives a little bit of extra hydration, which I need this time of year. I'm going to go in with foundation, but first, just for reference, I am 40 years old. I have combination skin. I do have some adult acne, for which I'm prescribed tretinoin. So, you can see down here in the areas around here on my face, so I do have some things I like to cover, some fine lines, and I do have a little bit of dryness around my nose area from the tretinoin. So those are some things that I sort of battle with as I am considering what products I am going to be using. For foundation, I pulled out my Dior Forever Skin Glow. This is in the shade 0.5N. I do prefer a neutral undertone. It looks just a hair light when I first put it on my skin, but as it oxidizes, it turns out to be a pretty good shade match. So this is a beautiful foundation for mature skin. I would say for dry skin. I have combination skin, as I said, so it works very well for me. It's not too thin. Just gonna go in with one layer here. Actually, I should have gone ahead and pulled my hair back first. Just gonna dab it on here. I'm running a little bit behind this morning, so I can show you how quickly I can get these products on my face and get my daughter and I out the door. So, and you can see already that one layer covers pretty well. It's nice and glowy, but it does settle down into, sort of a satiny-like finish. I would not say that the title of it says Skin Glow. I would not say that it stays glowy, especially after I powder a little bit, but go on ahead and blend that in. And you can see that is one layer that was nearly a full pump. Some of it is soaking into my hand, but I am going to go in and build it up just a little bit. Notice I don't take foundation up under my eyes. I do have fine lines up there that I really find that if I put foundation and concealer up there, it just looks too heavy. So I only go up there with concealer. So there's one layer. You can still kind of see some imperfections coming through, but overall, it really does cover nicely. It builds up to a nice medium finish. So just less than a pump I put on my hand. This is actually too much. I don't need that much, but we'll just go in with another layer here. Sometimes I find, especially with certain foundations, the less you try to build them up, the better they look. In particular, this is one of my favorites, the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. That one you have to use as little as possible. All right, that's another layer, a little bit more coverage. Still kind of glowy, but that will settle down, and I am going to powder over it. So, and like I said, it does look a little light, but it is going to oxidize. And it looks a little bit lighter through the camera. So, okay. All right, so there's foundation. Next up is concealer, and I'm going to go in with the Dior Forever Skin Correct concealer. I love this. I'm wearing the shade 1N, so it's probably a little dark for me. I actually got this first, and I liked it so much that I went back, I guess a few months later, and purchased the foundation. But they go together very well. It's a pretty large doe foot applicator. I don't like it. It's very messy. When this is too much, you just end up dotting on too much, but it's okay. We're gonna make it work. All right, and I'm gonna go in around my eye with my finger. For one, it's just more gentle, and two, I feel like it just blends in to the skin a little bit smoother. Oh, that's way too much, yeah. And look at that already. And you can see the coverage, no color correct. And this has sort of a peachy undertone to it, so I really find that it covers my dark circles very well. But it looks thick, but it feels sort of thin once you get it on your skin. It's just really nice. It is on the pricier side. And I will tell you, full disclosure, I really do prefer the Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer. This is my favorite. I've never found anything that I love as much as this one. High-end drugstore, but I enjoy them both. This one is absolutely beautiful on the skin, blends out nicely, and so I alternate them. But if I had to choose, I would get the Natasha Denona. All right. And if you're interested, I can do a drugstore video, kind of comparing some products that I find similar to the ones that are higher end that I enjoy using. I do have a really nice alternative for my Airbrush Flawless foundation, the Charlotte Tilbury. So if you're interested, I can do that as well. Okay, so I'm going to go in and just powder a little bit. This is the number 7. This is the number 7 Lift and Illuminate Triple Action Translucent Finishing Powder. You can see I've hit pan. I'm trying to use this up. I'm not sure if, I will double check if this is still sold. I'm not sure that it is. I'm just trying to use this up. There's another powder I like better. The Flower Beauty Light Illusion powder. That is stunning, and you can find that in drugstores. I think at my local CVS has that. So just a little bit there. I'm going to next up go in with some bronzer. This is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Bronze It. This is in the shade Light 01. And I like this because lids, these plastic containers drive me crazy. It is just so light. It's sort of luminous, very difficult to mess up. And I love those products that I can put on my skin without worrying about messing them up, over applying. And by the way, I am using all natural light here. I don't like to do my makeup under bright light, because then I'm going to walk outside and find that I applied too much of something or didn't blend it well or something. So I just prefer to use natural light as much as I can. And just nice and light dusting there. Okay. And I try to keep these products high on my skin, blush and bronzer, as much as I can, because I don't want to make everything look like it's drooping before it actually is. So next up is blush. I'm going to go in with the Physicians Formula Butter Believe It in the shade Pink Sands. This is beautiful. It's really, again, a product that you just can't mess up. Very light, but once you get it on your skin, it's kind of got, you mix them together. I've got like a nice peachy tone to it. Just really easy to apply. Again, keeping it up higher. I like to come up under my eyes and my nose, like I've gotten a little sun, even though I haven't, because I wear all that sunscreen. Okay. All right, next up, I'm going to go in with just a small amount of highlighter. This is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. Very inexpensive. This is in the shade Be My Highlight. Again, these plastic containers, the lids pop off all the time. Maybe it's me. This is a nice, light highlighter. You know, kind of just looks like a nice sheen, glow on your skin. I like my skin to just kind of look glassy, not glittery, and this does the job just fine. Again, I don't use a lot, and I am going a little bit fast, but as I said, I'm getting ready for work, and you know, a lot of us working moms are, so this is what we have to do. We kind of move quick, but still put ourselves together, right? I'm going to go in with just a little bit of eyeshadow primer, and I'm very excited. I have a new eyeshadow palette to try out today. I was in Walgreens picking up a couple of things, and I happened to see a new Wet n Wild display out in the front, and they had the Marilyn Monroe collection. I was so excited to find this little eyeshadow palette. They had some blushes, highlights, a couple other holiday gift sets. I didn't pick any of those up, but I did want to try this little eyeshadow palette. It is so me. It's very neutral. Just some, I've already swatched it, as you can probably see, but just some neutral browns. But it's got a couple of these really pretty shimmers in it. They feel buttery soft. Let's see. I'm really excited to dive into this. So I'm going to let that eyeshadow primer sit for just a minute. I'm going to go in and do my brows, and I'll be right back. Okay, brows are done. I just used the LA Colors brow pencil. I actually got this at the dollar store. I love it. I don't feel like I need an expensive brow pencil. I don't do a lot with my brows. It just annoys me. So I use the e.l.f. Brow Lift. This is a gel, clear gel-like formula. Just use a spoolie, put a little bit on, and go in and fluff my brows up. And it holds them in place all day. And that's really all I do. I fill in just a little bit, but not a lot. Next, we're going to go dive into this eyeshadow palette. Put a little powder on first, just to make sure everything blends together well so that the primer's not sticky. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if I mentioned, I used the Wet n Wild Photo Focus eyeshadow primer. This works so well. Okay, so let's dive into this. Again, this is the Wet n Wild Marilyn Monroe eyeshadow palette, and they're just beautiful. It's just such a cute packaging. I love it. It did come with a little brush. It's just kind of a flat brush. You can see I was playing with it. I don't know that I'm going to use that, but I'm going to go in first with a fluffy brush. Shade right here in my crease, very lightly. I don't know how pigmented this is, but we'll see. Okay, it's like a peachy brown, warm tone. Oh, that's nice. Yep, just like a nice wash of color as a transition shade. Next, I'm going to switch brushes here. I'm going to go in with a slightly less fluffy brush. I'm going to go into this middle shade right here. It's kind of a neutral toned brown. Okay. I'm just building a little bit of a crease. I do have some drooping here your, downturned eyes. So I'm going to try to build a little bit of a crease here. And children out there chatting away. I have girls. They love to chat with each other in the morning. Right, so that brown, this right eye just will not blend. I don't know what it is. Doesn't like to blend. Okay. All right, next I'm going to go in. Actually, you know what? The only thing this is missing is a shade like this. This is the e.l.f. I Love You a Latte palette. Similar vibes here, except the I Love You a Latte palette is all matte, but very similar. But I need this shade right here. I always go in with a matte my skin tone shade on my lid before I put down any kind of shimmer. I'm not sure, do I want to put on a shimmer? I kind of like the way that looks. Maybe just a little bit, just for the sake of trying it, huh? These palettes are really, the way that they're being made, I think I have a color pop here as well. They remind me so much of the Natasha Denona palettes. It's just the packaging is starting to look very similar. So anyway, just an observation. I'm going to go in now with this shade in my finger and just to see what this looks like. It looks like it's just slightly, oh, it's glittery. Nope, I don't like that. No, I don't think I like that. It's glitter. That's okay. I don't know if I like that. Let's try the other one. That one's very icy. Well, I like the mattes. Not super crazy about this one here. It's very glittery on the eye, but let's just, well, since I've already kind of got it on there, I'm gonna finish that up. All right, well, not bad. I'm gonna go ahead and even it out here. Okay, that's not bad. Once you build it up, it's a little bit better. Let me go back in just a little bit more here. All right. Okay. Yep. Okay. I'm going to go back in with a smaller, more densely packed brush. I'm going to go into this shade right here in the middle, and I'm going to go under my lash line with this. All right, just to give me a little bit of, I'm going to go in with this shade here. I didn't do anything on my outer corner, and I'm going to go in real gentle here. Not a lot. Oh yeah, that's nice. Oh, that's a nice pigmented shade. Okay. All right, this one I like. These mattes are nice. This is nice. This is well worth it. Stubborn right eye that doesn't like to blend, but we're doing okay here. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, there we go. There we go. Okay, that's all I'm going to do with the eyeshadow look. I like this. If you upside down, if you like Wet n Wild's formula, this is a really nice little palette. It was a little expensive. It was $10 for this and the brush, but I think because it's a limited edition, it's going to be a little bit pricier. But no, I'm happy with that overall. Okay. All right, I'm going to go in with just a little bit of eyeliner. I'm going to go in with a Wet n Wild pencil. This one is worn off. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon eyeliner in the shade Simma Brown Now. Okay, so there's under my eye just slightly. And I will just kind of smoke it out just a little bit, but not a lot. Tight line a little bit. That's all I'm going to do there. And then I'm going to go in with mascara. I think I'm going to go in with this one. This is the Maybelline Sky High mascara. It is a rubbery sort of a wand. It's a wet formula. So it's starting to dry a little bit because I've had it for a couple weeks, which I like when it starts to dry a little bit. This is wonderful under on your lower lashes because it doesn't flake or rub off. I just find I have no trouble wearing this all day long, and it stays put. It gives you a little bit of volume. But again, it doesn't look like this until it's dried down a little bit. So I didn't like this mascara the first time I used it until it had started to dry a little bit. And then this is probably my, I don't know, third or fourth tube of it. But you can kind of see the difference there. I find that the mascara makes the most impact, doesn't it? When you put everything else on, it doesn't really come together until you get to the mascara. And then it just finishes off the look, and I find it so satisfying. And there you have it. All right, so let me take my hair down. I think I'm gonna add just a little bit more blush, which I usually don't do, but we're going to take a look here and just see what we've got going on. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna add just a little bit more whatever's on the brush here. Okay, blush. Okay, that is it for today. This is my finished look for work, just a typical work look for me. Thank you so much again for joining me. I very much appreciate you being here. Again, please consider subscribing if you like this style of video and hitting that like button, and I'll see you next time. Bye.